Portland city officials explaining why their warming shelter has been closed despite frigid temperatures.
And a 22-year-old accused of killing his mother has been arrested. A neighbor who witnessed the event now recalling those details.
And icy conditions impacting your Monday morning commute. Our team is tracking the storm from the studio and the roads to bring you everything that you need to know this morning.
You're watching Channel 8. Maine's total coverage starts with impact weather.
Good morning. Thanks for waking up with us on a cold, wet, dreary Monday. I'm Jamie Ashley.
And I'm Jessica Gagne. Yeah, the roads out there right now, not great at all. We're going to go straight to meteorologist Ted McInerney for a look at this impact weather day. Ted, ice everywhere.
From Fox 5 New York, this is Good Day Wake Up.
Good day, New York. It's 5 o'clock. I'm Briella Tomasetti. Thank you so much for joining us. Well, we've got a damp start to the day, and it will stick around until this afternoon. Mike will have the full forecast for us. In breaking news overnight in Midtown, that's where a man was shot, leaving him in critical but stable condition. It is just the 6th shooting in that precinct for the entire year. And there's this crazy video captured the moment a helicopter fell out of the sky after crashing into another helicopter in New Jersey. One of the pilots died, the other in critical condition. Plus, if you still have that embarrassing Gmail username you made when you were younger, well, you might be able to change it soon. Details on Google letting some users change their email addresses. I know a lot of people probably looking forward to that. But we've got Mike here with a check of the forecast. Mike, what was your embarrassing Gmail address? You remember?
I do not remember.
Now, from Maine's first television station, this is WABI News.
Good morning, everyone. On this Monday, it is December 29th. All is calm right now, but it's going to be a whole different story in a few hours.
Yeah, you know, it's developing now. It's just going to be a messy day. It's a storm system that's going to track a little bit to our north and allow warmer air to move in. And we know when we have that in the middle of winter, it means a mess for us. So many areas will start out as a period of snow this morning before we start talking about a changeover to wintry mix. And then for many of us, a changeover to all rain from south to north as the day goes on. Precipitation starting to move in.
KHQA, working for you.
Coming up at 5 a.m., a tri-state daycare operator accused of getting drunk while caring for 7 young children. The charges she's now facing and when she's expected in court. Plus, with the new year just days away, we wanted to preview some of the new laws going into effect across the region. We're standing by with that report. These stories and more, plus your Tri-State Trusted Storm Team forecast for Monday, December 29th, 2025.
The most trusted news from the Tri-State starts now.
And we do say good morning, Tri-States. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Monday, December 29th. Hope you all had a fantastic, extended, hopefully, Christmas holiday weekend. I'm Jordan Barr.
And I'm Matt Gunn.
It is, unfortunately, back to the grind today. Tegan is still off today, so Matt is taking care of the entire region in the Weather Center.
Grand Rising, it's Monday, December 29th.
Let's take a look at our top headlines at 6 o'clock. First up, December twister. The National Weather Service is investigating a tornado from yesterday with damage in some spots. We'll show you what the damage looks like.
Plus, rain, snow, and now sleet. How the Northeast is responding to winter storms.
And still ahead, they're on the rise and they can be caught. More people are getting the flu as families meet for the holidays. These stories and more as 25 News Today continues now.
From your home team, this is 25 News.
Good Monday morning, Central Illinois, and thanks for joining us on 25 News Today. I'm Sam Matheny.
I'm Rashawn Haynes.
And I'm First Alert meteorologist Balance LeVar. Let's go ahead and get you straight out the door this morning. The winds probably providing maybe either difficult sleep schedule or even the early wake up here this morning.
Good Monday morning, everyone. Hopefully everyone had a nice holiday. As we're heading out the door this morning, watch out for a few icy spots. We're still in the midst of transitioning from freezing rain over to a plain regular rain as temperatures get a little bit milder. I'll have all the details in my First Alert forecast coming up.
Your morning commute may be a little slower than usual. I'm Reagan Stoddard with everything you need to know before hitting the road next.
Also, President Trump and Ukrainian President Zelensky meet to discuss a peace deal with Russia. What major roadblocks are ahead? Later on.
And later this morning, it's Monday, so you know what that means. It's time for Meal Prep Monday, where we've got an extra special edition for you today, as Western Mass News at 8 a.m. starts right now.
From the 2024 Station of the Year Merit Award winner, this is Western Mass News on Fox 6.
Good morning, everybody, and thanks for waking up with us on Western Mass News. I'm Tyler Baraldi, and as you folks saw in that introduction there, today is a first alert weather day, but for our morning commuters, it's actually for a different reason than what our evening and afternoon commuters are going to see. So with that, let's send things over to first alert meteorologist Liam Murphy. Liam, what should drivers this morning be wary of on the roads as they head to work?
Welcome back. I'm Sharon Rose. Glad to have you with us for the 8 o'clock hour of the morning report. And of course, we're going to start things off with a quick look at what's going on outside as we are in storm center mode this morning. Christian Bridges doing the honors. Hi, Christian.
Hey, good morning, Sharon. Yeah, not a pretty day out there. Pretty gross across the state. In fact, with the ice, the rain, some spots still seeing snow out there this morning.
WCVB News Center 5 at noon starts right now.
We begin at noon with a live look outside. Wintry conditions this morning. We've had weather alerts earlier. Overnight sleet and rain making for a slippery morning commute. And now a change is underway. I'm Rondella Richardson in for Antoinette and Jessica. Let's get right over to Storm Team 5's Kellyanne Chicalise. And things are starting to warm up out there, Kellyanne.
Yeah, so at this point, we're climbing well into the 40s for many spots. And we're seeing widespread rainfall with our next slug of moisture.
From your breaking news and weather authority, this is 13 WHAM News at 5.
Breaking news as we track a 13 WHAM weather alert. Howling December winds bringing down trees and power lines. Cars crushed. Holiday travel brought to a screeching halt. Right now, a high wind warning for Rochester and other areas and a winter storm warning for Wayne County. Snow squalls could also be whipping up at times. Travel advisories across parts of the region, including Orleans County. Powerful system pummeling the region in these last few days of 2025. We have team coverage across the board. Good afternoon. I'm Matt Malloy. Karen is delayed in Atlanta due to the weather, and we're going to be hearing from her in just a few minutes.
In-depth, investigative. This is News 10 NBC at 5.
Trees going down left and right. This tree in Fairport uprooted onto a power line. And this tree in Greece crashed down into the road. It's all because of dangerous wind gusts we have been warning you about. And that's why we're under a red alert. We're bringing you live team coverage. Chris Fortune is live in Fairport. The first alert meteorologist, Glenn Johnson, is in the News 10 NBC Storm Patrol looking out for storm damage. But let's begin with First Alert meteorologist Stacey Pingen tracking the latest on this storm's movement.
Live, local, late breaking.
Still tracking thousands of outages as of 5 p.m. this evening, a big-time drop in temperatures and some snow for parts of the region. We'll talk about it all coming up.
The plow slid down the road, completely obliterated one pole.
And some big problems caused by ice. In Burlington, we'll tell you about this crash and others.
This is probably the longest we've been without power for, I don't know, maybe a couple of years.
And hundreds of people in northern New York waking up without electricity today. We'll have the latest on the power restoration work across the region. And peace in Ukraine now said to be closer than ever. The progress and issues that still remain following a high-stakes meeting between the U.S. and Ukraine. Christopher.
Starting today, your state is getting a slice of $50 billion for rural health care. I'm Christopher Salas in Washington with how the Trump administration decides who gets more and who doesn't.
NBC 5 News at 5 starts now.
We begin our 5 o'clock newscast with a live look from our cameras in Plattsburgh. That's Burlington in the middle and Brattleboro on the right. It is an alert weather day today as we track icy travel and power outages. Thanks for being with us at 5 o'clock. I'm Jack Thurston. Brian and Liz are enjoying some much-deserved family time.
Right now on the Channel 3 News at 6, ice out, lights out.
A late December storm takes down power lines across the region. I'm Adam Sullivan in Enfield, New Hampshire. Coming up, video from crews working to turn the lights back on.
And we're done with freezing rain, but we still have some slick concerns on the roads through tomorrow morning and rapidly dropping temperatures to talk about tonight. What to expect in your first alert forecast coming up.
Plus, so much sickness. Flu cases surge. What you need to know as seasonal numbers ramp up early.
And ski and snowboard wax made right here in Vermont, offering a sustainable alternative to options with harmful chemicals. We'll show you how.
Live from Vermont's own WCAX, the Channel 3 News at 6 starts now.
Vermont encased in ice tonight. Thanks for joining us at 6. I'm Kat Villianzoni.
And I'm Kiana Burks in for Darren. Today's ice storm spelled slippery travel and power outages for many in our region. The lights are back on now for most Vermonters, but earlier today at the peak, more than 6,300 people were in the dark.
Live from our community. News Channel 13 live at 6 starts right now.
Right now, National Grid crews working on several power outages in the region. This is a live look at all the outages by county. As of right now, more than 6,000 customers affected by power outages in Fulton County alone. Good evening. Thank you for joining us. I'm Rachel Teedy.
And I'm Zach Richter. Mark and Sabrina are off tonight.
CBS 6 News starts now.
Yes, we start with the weather here on this Monday. Good evening, everybody. I am Tom Eschen. Thank you for joining us. We start with team coverage tonight.
From WBNG, the Southern Tier's #1 local news. This is 12 News at 6.
Good evening, and thanks for joining us here for 12 News at 6. I'm Kevin Quinn. Governor Kathy Hochul is expanding her state of emergency for severe weather across the entire state. As a lake-effect snow system moves into western New York, winds up to 70 miles per hour are causing whiteout conditions. The governor says the Syracuse area will be particularly bad tomorrow. Cortland is one of the counties she's imploring residents to avoid travel in. She says non-essential state employees have already been directed to work remotely.
Live from 2 on your side. This is Channel 2 News at 6.
It's the top of the hour, and tonight, 2 on your side is tracking a weather impact alert for you. Lake effect snows and powerful windstorm with gusts reaching up to 70 miles per hour here in western New York. They have resulted in a state of emergency for all of New York State. Right now, there are travel advisories for areas including Buffalo, Dunkirk, Chautauqua County, even Orleans County. The storms have knocked down damaged trees, utility poles, and power lines, some on top of homes and cars, and thousands of people currently do not have power. So right now we are taking live looks over several parts of the region, including Buffalo, Niagara Falls, Salamanca, and that's the thruway. Some roadways, including the Skyway in Buffalo, are still closed this evening while crews try to make emergency utility repairs and clear snow off of the ground. An empty tractor trailer and tandem ban is also still in effect for a majority of New York State highways. And right now we are certainly seeing the first major winter storm of the year.
Hurricane force winds punishing the Lake Erie shoreline.
So this is Hamburg, New York on the shores of Lake Erie, and if you think you're having a bad day, that BMW has been getting pummeled by waves with the windows down since 7 a.m.
Also tonight, the winds pushing wave after wave of debris into the historic commercial slip at Canal Side in downtown Buffalo and pushing water into the Erie Basin Marina, causing flooding near the observation tower you see in the background. Plus, a home security camera capturing the moment a tree falls along the lake in Dunkirk. And these utility poles and power lines, no match for the fury of Mother Nature in Niagara County. More than 20,000 customers without power tonight across the region.
I've never been stuck at the airport before, so it's my first time.
Plus, the weather here and in other parts of the country, stranding passengers at the Buffalo airport. We begin tonight with a live look along the 190 in downtown Buffalo. Traffic pretty light with that wind and blowing snow, leading to a number of travel advisories tonight. Those travel advisories now in place for all of Erie, Chautauqua, and Orleans counties, along with the cities of Buffalo, Dunkirk, and North Tonawanda. The Skyway.
You're watching NBC3 News at 6. Winner of the Regional Edward R. Murrow Award for Overall Excellence.
Good evening, I'm Matt Mulcahy. The weather is going to have an impact on the work to fix the broken water line in Cicero that led to the mandatory conservation order across Onondaga County into Madison County these last 2 weeks. Tonight, officials anticipate they'll lose a little ground because of the snow and wind.
The lights stayed on for most. We check in with the Messina Electrical Department, which was ready as the village was under an ice storm warning overnight into this morning. We also have snow to talk about. The Tug Hill going to be the bullseye for the rest of the week. Business owners and trail clubs are ready. And back to the bench, State Supreme Court Judge James McCluskey takes the oath for another 14-year term.
You're watching the North Country's news station. 7 News this evening starts now. Live from downtown Watertown, here's Jeff Cole.
Good evening. Weather-centric tonight. First, the ice. Then we have the snow. We'll get the latest forecast in a moment. But first, the icy start to the week. 7 News reporter Thomas Caffarella has more from St. Lawrence County, which actually had an ice storm warning overnight.
Thanks for being here tonight. Recovery mode after several tornadoes touched down across central Illinois on Sunday.
Yeah, you're looking at what's left of a home in Long Creek, where the National Weather Service says an EF2 tornado tore through that area. The NWS says the tornado touched down in Blue Mound, then moved for almost 24 miles and was 250 yards wide. Wind speeds were as high as 120 miles an hour. Now, this was the same house we just saw in Long Creek, where those powerful storms tore off the roof. Confirmed tornado. Drone video gives us a better look at the scale of the damage. I mean, can you imagine the ferocity of those winds as all this debris is strewn across, including in a tree there, as you see.
When you need local news in a world of AI overviews, content farms, and chatbots, getting the news you need can feel harder than ever. You're not a robot. You deserve real news affecting real people right where you live. That's why WDHN is your trusted source for everything local, authentic, and unartificial. When you need the latest news, weather, and traffic in the Wiregrass, visit WDHN.com.
Weather. Sometimes it's delightful, and sometimes it can be extremely destructive. South Georgia Weather's Matthew Crumley and Marquis' team of meteorologists across the nation, anytime, night or day, show you how they cover these stories, how weather impacts their localities, and how its effects all intersect to create the Climate Connection. Thursday night at 6 on CBS 44.